Today's lesson is lesson 111, identifying a fractional part of a set and determining age. So I have a number of pennies, and I want to separate it by pennies that are heads up and pennies that are heads down. So first I'm going to sort all of these pennies. So those ones are heads down, this one's heads up. Okay, so as you can see, I have sorted them, and I have a total of 12 pennies. And if I look, I have 6 that are heads up and 6 that are tails up. So if I wanted to say, since my paper is divided in half, I can say that 1/2 of 12 equals 6, because half of the total 12 pennies is 6 of them. Okay. If I wanted to, so here's that 1/2 of 12 again. If I wanted to divide it into thirds, so here I've got it circled into thirds. So I know that 1/3 of 12 pennies is going to equal how many is in 1/3. So in this case, there are 4. So 1/3 of 12 equals 4. Okay. What about 10 pennies? So I'm going to take 10 pennies and sort them into 2 halves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay, you have a total of 10 pennies. So I know that 1/2 of 10 pennies equals 5. Okay, about 6 pennies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if I wanted to know 1/3 of 6 pennies, well, 1/3 of 6 pennies equals the 2 pennies. Okay, let's try it with 8 pennies, and I want to divide it into fourths. So let's draw my pennies. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1/4 of 8 pennies equals 2 pennies. About 12 pennies, and I can divide this into 6. So the thing's going to be 1/6 of 12 pennies. Let's see what it equals. So I have to separate the 12 pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 1/6 of 12 pennies equals 2. Hey, the second part of this lesson is on year. Every penny has a date on it, as you can see here. The date on the penny tells us when it was minted or made. It's like a birth date for the pennies. Okay. The penny, so I have a list of dates here for different pennies. And I want to line up the pennies in order of date. So the penny with the earliest date, I'm going to put on the left-hand side, and the one with the oldest date goes on the right-hand side. Okay, so looking at these numbers, my smallest number is going to be 1960, because 6 is smaller than any of those other numbers that start with 19. Okay, so 1960 is my youngest penny, or my oldest penny, excuse me. Then, after that, so that one's done, the next one would be 1972, okay, then 1986, 1997, 2004, and then finally 2005. Okay. So if we wanted to figure out how I found my answer for this, I asked you what the oldest penny was. You would tell me that the oldest penny was from 1960. If you wanted to tell me what the youngest penny was, you would tell me 2005. Okay, and that's it for your lesson. Good luck on your homework.